Liza Minnelli followed in her mother's footsteps as a world-renowned singer and actress. Judy Garland, with her husband Vincente Minnelli, paved the way for their daughter to become a star herself. Liza, since childhood, would perform with her mother on stage and in small roles in Hollywood films. And born into this Hollywood world, Liza's career seemed to be arranged already, but she won over audiences on her own terms and set herself apart from other entertainers, including her mother, even winning a Best Actress Oscar, something her mother could only dream of winning. Liza's first film appearance was at the age of 3 with her mother in the musical film called In the Good Old Summertime in 1949. She basically grew up on the sets of MGM, seeing all of the major stars of the 50s and 60s rehearsing, getting styled, and shooting major motion pictures. She later said, "My family's been in show business since the 1700s. I traced them. I'm bred to this, like a racehorse, a thoroughbred. Look at my parents, my God, but it was my curiosity that made me do this. Because you could also say, look at Frank Sinatra Jr., it's not like a natural thing that happens. You gotta work." At the age of 15, Liza dropped out of high school and moved to New York City to study acting. Soon after, she won a supporting role in the off-Broadway revival of the 1941 musical called Best Foot Forward in 1963. She would then join her mother performing at the London Palladium, The Ed Sullivan Show, The Judy Garland Show, and The Tonight Show. Everybody watched Liza grow up, from a child to a young woman. By the age of 19, Liza was singing in various nightclubs all over the US and even won a Tony Award for leading actress for Flora the Red Menace musical in 1965. This succession of achievements led to Liza starting her recording artist career and recorded her first albums through Capitol Records starting in 1964. With small film roles here and there and varied TV appearances, Liza's film career took a serious turn in 1969 when she appeared in The Sterile Cuckoo, directed by Alan J. Pakula. It was his first feature film and it got Liza nominated for Best Actress Oscar in 1970. Minnelli was only 23 years old. In fact, Pakula's later film, Clute, earned Jane Fonda her first Oscar win in 1972. You can check out Jane Fonda's profile on my channel too. Liza continued her journey of playing eccentric characters like in Tell Me That You Love Me and Junie Moon. But in 1972, she appeared in her most successful role to this day, playing a vampy 1930s performer, Sally Bowles, in the musical film directed by Bob Fosse called Cabaret. This film earned Minnelli countless awards, the most important being the Best Actress Oscar in 1973. We could count the 1973 Oscars as the most memorable and mentioned ceremony to this day if we put aside the 2017 ceremony of the Moonlight versus La La Land mix-up, which we will eventually come to when we get to Emma Stone's Oscar win. But this 1973 ceremony was major. It was the year The Godfather was getting nominated, among other major films. Liza Minnelli's Oscar was somewhat upstaged when Marlon Brando won the Best Actor Oscar for Godfather. He had a Native American activist, Sachin Littlefeather, to go up to respectfully decline the award on his behalf and to speak about the treatment of Native Americans in the entertainment industry, only to be booed off the stage. The night concluded with Godfather winning Best Picture and Cabaret winning 8 Oscars. To this day, Cabaret holds the record of the most Oscar wins without winning Best Picture. After this major year in cinema history, Liza's career began to dwindle. She starred in more flops than successes, but nonetheless very memorable roles in films like Lucky Lady, A Matter of Time, and New York, New York. However, Arthur in 1981 was a major hit. It even won 2 Oscars. Liza Minnelli's career has spanned for many decades, and she returned to Broadway, recording albums and appearing in TV shows. She pushed through personal hardships with substance abuse that also ended her mother's life prematurely. Liza made it known how much her parents meant to her and honors them to this day as her biggest support and inspiration. She said, "My mother gave me my drive, but my father gave me my dreams." Liza was born to perform, and Cabaret made Liza Minnelli's image iconic and frozen in time. She still has that dazzling and contrasted look about her to this day.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. It's time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the wine, come hear the band. Come blow your horn, start celebrating. Right this way, your table's waiting.